If your home is always tense, you need to look in the mirror first. Peace in the house is not controlled by women. Yes, it is led by the man. So this Valentine, don't just buy flowers. Become a man that is worth coming home to. In today's video, I'll be explaining to you 8 ways you can bring peace to your home as the man. But before I move further, let me clarify this and let me say it clearly that this video is strictly for men. Ladies, if you are watching this video and you have a problem with this video, deal with it. Don't bring it close to us. We're having a men's conversation. So if you're a lady here, you're watching this, just watch and learn to tell your brothers or your husband. Don't watch to argue. Yeah, I'm a feminist too, but my feminist is God's way and Bible way. So only men can interact or argue with my video, right? As I'm talking about this video in context, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. So if you're a lady, the best you can do is nice point, well done. That's the best you should do. Compliment. But don't come and say please will not answer you here. Because that's one of the things my men will be learning today. One of them is to ignore. It's ignorant. From the 8 things I wrote down, I'll be starting from the 8th one. The 8th one is simple, and I feel like this is something a lot of women have suffered in their home because of the man they married to, or because of the man they're in a relationship with. And the 8th point is what? Appreciate her loudly. Emphasis on loudly. Appreciate her loudly. You know, my wife made a video prior to this time, and she's talking about people. I watched the video. She's talking about people that love loudly and people that love silently. That some men love loudly, some men love silently. Yes, I understand, but this is not love loudly. This is appreciate loudly. There's a difference between loving and there's a difference between appreciating. Don't just think it. You say it. Many women are not tired because of housework or because of choice. They are tired because they feel unseen. They feel unlooked, they feel unnoticed. And when you constantly correct but rarely comment, you slowly drain her spirit. Appreciation is like an emotional fuel. When a woman feels seen, she gives more willingly. Real men don't starve their home of gratitude, they speak it. For instance, I remember that there was a time in my house where I woke up in the morning and then I saw that my wife has cleaned the house, right? True story. I saw she was cleaning the house and I was like, today you clean the house. And for that reason, I just say, okay, let me send you money for cream. Now, it's not like the cream money is big or is anything. It's just a form of saying appreciation. Yes, you might say it's their choice. Yes, it's their work. Oh, what is their responsibility in the house? Yes. So it is beyond just saying it's their house choice. They are supposed to do it. You must appreciate them even though they do it. So it's not just, they don't want you to tell them thank you because they do it. But as a man, always say thank you for those things. You understand? Because yes, I know you say if they're not there today, someone else is there today, but just learn to appreciate. It's very important. Number 7, be present, not just available. Being in the house is not the same thing as being engaged. Understand? If your body is at home and your mind is on your phone, your marriage will feel lonely. Most men do a lot of these things, and I am a victim of this, and it's because of the nature of our jobs, right? And then it makes us want to be pressing our phone and all of that stuff. Now, I'm talking to you as man to man. Always create time for being present in your own. You're not just there. You're not, you guys, like my wife who said this in a previous video, you're not roommates. You're not just there to be on your own or stuff like that. You are there to keep her engaged. You don't spend all your time on the phone. You understand? Because presence builds connection. Connection then further builds what? It builds peace. So you ask her questions. You listen without trying to win. Engage intentionally, because attention is love in action. So always be present. It is very, very important. I'm moving on to the next one. Number 6. Apologize quickly. My God. Many of us are victims of this. Even me, I'm saying it because it's not like I'm a saint or whatever. Apologize quickly. Sometimes our ego comes in the way, and ego is very expensive in marriage. When you delay apology, it builds pride, and you know what pride does? Pride builds war. That is it. And the best thing you can do in a situation like that is when there's a problem, you walk up to your wife. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Simple, I'm wrong, or I was wrong, can just prevent days of emotional distance. You can just say, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It does not do anything to you, but sometimes because of the pride and the ego we have, which can literally destroy our marriage, we refuse to apologize. Always learn to apologize quickly. It saves the marriage, because leadership as a man is responsibility. Leadership is not just about saying, I'm a man, I'm a man. You have to be responsible, because real men protect the atmosphere of their home, even if it costs their pride. Learn that as a man. Learn it. Real men, that's what they do. Moving on, number 5, keep growing. Oh my God, this is a very beautiful point. But there's one I want to really share. I kept that number 1. It's actually the best one, and it's personal, because I've seen this happen in a lot of women's life, and I kept it in number 1. So you need to stay tuned to the end of the video to get that part. But before I move on to number 5, keep growing, I want you to take your time and subscribe to this video, like this video, and share it to as many men as possible. They need to hear this, and they need to change. So as a man, when you are married, you don't stop growing, right? You continue to grow, because if as a man you stop growing, you start to decline. You start to lose yourself. You understand? Because if you are at the same mentality, the same financial life, the same spiritual life, weeks after weeks, months after months, years after years, frustration will enter your home, because there's literally no growth. Everything stays stagnant. Your wife wants security in your direction. She wants to look at you and say, oh, I'm safe. It just boils down to one of my friends that, my God, I don't know whether I will say it or I should not say it, but then this is men. This just was one of my friends that has lost her marriage. And before this, it's not like I don't say lost her marriage, but her marriage they are in a separation kind of situation. Now, before now, she had always come to me and said to me that she's scared of her family. She just wants a good life for her child. She wants her child to be protected and secured. You know, those kind of things. This is because as a man in the house, you have stopped growing. There's a way a man will be growing. The wife just have that. It's not like your wife is useless to you technically. It just means that she just wants to see you as someone she can keep security in and trust. A lot of people see that as entitled shit, but it's when it comes to husband and wife, it's nothing like entitlement in husband and wife matter. There's nothing like that. Your wife is yours, you are your wife's. It's just the same thing, right? So, but when as a man, I'm talking to you as a man, because this is leadership, and I told you earlier that it comes with responsibility. But as a man, you must consciously and tell yourself, I must grow. By every standard, I must grow. Your wife wants that security in your direction. Your children need to see progress in motion. Your children need to grow and say, oh, my daddy is making progress. My daddy is growing. Because growth gives vision, and vision gives stability. Stability in turn gives peace. How do you want to tell me that your house is peaceful when there is no stability? So when there's stability, your house will be peaceful. So don't pack your life, grow. And moving on to number 4, which is now we are not talking about something more serious. Number 4, be financially intentional. Whoa, I don't know how I can exaggerate this. I could not exaggerate it more than I have said it. In short word, be intentional about your finances. Oh my goodness. Some men just love complacency. Some men just love to stay down. You don't have to be wealthy, but you must be disciplined when it comes to your finances. You must be disciplined when it comes to your finances. Financial chaos creates silent pressure, and this silent pressure will lead to unspoken fear. These fears, they will lead to hidden resentment, and do you know what happens? It can ruin your marriage. But this is what I'm saying to you, my brothers and my men there. Have a plan, communicate goals, be transparent about the challenges you face with your wife. Peace doesn't come from money alone. It comes from the leadership you have when you have money. Do you understand? Yes, it comes from the leadership you have when you have money, or understanding how you lead when you have money is where true peace comes. And this moves me to the third one, which is what? Making her feel safe. You see, talking about safety is different from talking about security. Earlier we talked about security, letting your woman have security in you and relying in you, right? But now we're looking at it as safety, because safety is deeper than protection from others. It's deeper than protection from outside world. In this time, in this section, we are looking at it on the area of emotional safety, because emotional safety means she is able to speak to you without fear. She's able to disagree. Whatever you are saying, whatever you are trying to bring up as a point, she's able to disagree without feeling punished, without feeling that, oh, you punish her for disagreeing with your almighty opinion. Okay, that is emotional safety, whereby she feels that she can express herself without being dismissed. That is emotional safety, because if you don't do these things, if you don't do all of these things to make her feel safe, she'll be walking in an eggshell. So my brothers, your strength is to protect her, is not to intimidate her. Your strength, let me say that again, your strength is to protect her, not to intimidate her. And this moves me to the second most powerful one, which is, before I continue, I need to tell you that number one is very important. I dwelled on number one. I need to tell you that thing again. Moving to the second one, which is very powerful, which is control your emotions. Like, I cannot overemphasize this thing. Control your emotion. As a man, we are always tempted to do things out of emotion because of the way our partners behave or the kind of things they say. I will tell you for free, women talk too much and they provoke us, right? But understanding how to put your emotion in checks is your real power. That is your real power, because the mood you keep or the kind of mood you set in your house will determine the temperature around your house. If you're unpredictable, everyone around you becomes conscious of you. If you're unpredictable, people will be very scared to approach you because they don't know what you would do or what you're likely to do. So if you're constantly angry, everyone becomes tense. It's just a normal thing. But your self-control shows your masculinity. It shows that you are powerful. It shows that you understand what it means to be a real man. Okay, so, but then you are allowed to feel pressure. That's the truth. You're allowed to feel pressure, but as a real man, you're not allowed to spread that pressure evenly or to everybody and make everybody feel like, I'm pressured, You say feel the pressure. No. As a real man, that is where self-control comes in. That is your elite power. That's your elite masculinity. Calm leadership creates a calm environment. When you are calm as a leader, you create a calm environment. And this brings me to the most important one. This number one is something I've seen in our life many times. This is the reason why men don't grow older. This is the reason why men, you see a lot of widows, and we don't see a lot of widowers. You get, because men die early. And this brings me to something I call the power of speaking up, the power of brotherhood, the power of a community. As a man, you must understand that you need brotherhood. Women survive. I have studied the life of old women. My dad died early before my mom, so it's always like that. 2 out of 3 cases in the world, men die first, and the reason is because of this thing. Men are always trained to feel like you don't have to speak up, you don't have to tell things. Look at women world. In the women world, they have built themselves and surround themselves with their community. You see a woman being part of up to 3 community, 4 community, and all of these community are one way or the other influencing their life, making them feel stronger and then believe more in themselves. But it comes to the man world, you just suck it in, and the next time you are meeting with your friend, you guys are not discussing things that can literally up your peace of mind, give you a stability, give you the stability you need mentally, physically, emotionally, not just financially, emotionally, because you need it as a father, you need it as a man to deal with this life. Like, you need it. Many men suffer in silence. I keep saying this. Many men, you suffer in silence. You don't have an outlet, you don't have a connection, you don't have anybody to sharpen you. The Bible says, iron sharpeneth iron. It's a simple thing. If you, as a man, understand that you need to take your community seriously, you need to be able to have people you can actually speak to, you will live long. Women always, whenever they go through hard time, they always have a community to share their thoughts with, and you see them giving them good advice. Some might, yes, they might get the bad advice, but then they see some things that can strengthen them. They always have time to gist and hang out and calm themselves from the stress of the family. But men, you guys don't do this thing. What we do is come out, you see it, you talk about football, you talk about things that are not going to personally or directly influence your behavior. You need something that will help you keep down your stress level to the bare minimum, to bring it down to as low as possible. That is something very important. It's the only thing that will save you from the stress of life. So as a man, you must understand that pressure builds greatly in your life. already. A lot of things around you makes you feel under pressure, but if you don't put this thing in check, it will leak straightly into your marriage, it will ruin your marriage, and it will cause withdrawal, it will cause frustration. And all of these things is the reason why, as a man, you need men to sharpen you. You need men that can challenge you. You need men that can pray with you. You need to be able to say, I'm going to, please hold hands with me, let me pray this together. Hold hands with me, let me do this together. You need men that can hold you accountable, because sometimes women do things because we feel like we are men and nobody is actually controlling us. But no, it's not like that, because a lonely man is actually a vulnerable man. You are prone to every attacks of life. But when you are with another person, you are strengthened. A strengthened man builds a strengthened home. You cannot lead peace. There is no way you can lead peace if you are fighting silent battles alone. In this period of Valentine, I'm going to talk to you as a real man. Don't just bring flower, bring growth, bring maturity, bring leadership, because the peace you want in your home starts from you. The peace is in your hand, and only you will decide how you will wield it. And so I'm going to tell you this before I end this video: be the man that makes peace easy to live with. Thank you, and God bless you.